Hello, general residents. My name is Tim. Now, Daniel has asked if I would share a recipe with you all, which I'm delighted to do. And the recipe I'm going to be sharing is spaghetti carbonara. Although I have a confession to make, I couldn't find any spaghetti. We are living in difficult times, General. So I'm going to be making mine with linguine. But you should be making it with spaghetti, but it doesn't matter too much. Now, I'm making carbonara for two, and all the ingredients you need are: you need about 150 grams of some smoked pancetta. You need about 100 mils of double cream. You can have more or less if you wish. You need about 3 or 4 egg yolks. Again, you can have more or fewer if you wish. And you need some parmesan. Now, the first thing we need to do is we need to get the pancetta cooking in our frying pan. So we're going to fry that up first. So a little bit of oil, and we just put our pancetta in the pan, let that start frying up, get the fat rendering down, and we need to put our pan of salted water on the boil. So our pancetta is beginning to brown, beginning to go a little bit crispy, so now is a good time to start cooking the pasta. You can see the water, salted water, is boiling, and this is carbonara for two, so I'm using about that much pasta. So put that in the pan now. And leave that cooking. So you can see now that our pancetta is getting really nice and crispy. So the next thing we're going to do is we're going to prepare the bowls. So when you are adding your cheese, rather than mixing it in with your sauce, a good tip is to actually line the bottom of your serving bowls with your grated Parmesan cheese. So we're just going to put a nice layer of Parmesan cheese in the bowls like that, and you can, with your crispy pancetta, you can put a few bits of your pancetta in the bottom of your bowl. So we'll just do the next one. Good layer of Parmesan. And a few little bits of pancetta on the bottom. Now, to make the sauce, it's really simple. We've got our cream, and then we put in our egg yolks. No egg whites. I have seen a recipe where they say put egg whites in it. Don't do that, because I promise you it will then turn into scrambled eggs. So just use egg yolks would be my advice. So I'm just going to put in a few of these. That's 3. I'll go 4. I'll do 4 egg yolks. Really good pinch of pepper in there as well. And then just give that a bit of a stir. You don't need to put any salt in it because you'll get saltiness from the ham. So that's about ready, and all we need to do now is wait for our pasta to cook, and then we'll be ready to finish the dish.
Yep.
So our pasta is now cooked, so we're just going to drain that. And as soon as it's drained, we will pop it back in the pan. And then I'm going to add most of the remaining pancetta. then we're going to put our carbonara sauce in there as well. And then put it back on a gentle heat and just stir it through. The heat of the pasta will cook through the egg yolks. We don't want it to start boiling or bubbling. We just want all the pasta coated in your sauce and slightly warmed through. When that's done, we can then take some more of our Parmesan cheese and grate it directly into the pan. And again, just mix all that up. Taste. A little bit more cheese needed. And with this dish, it really is about how you want it to taste. If you want it to be stronger, you just need to keep adding more Parmesan until it's got the taste you want. If you want it creamier, more cream. And then we just carefully ladle in a serving of your fresh carbonara into your serving bowls. So all that cheese that you've coated the bottom of your bowl with will melt nicely. And because you've lined it with some pancetta at the bottom as well, it means that you won't just end up with the meat either all at the top of your dish or all at the bottom. And then finally, you might want to just add some Parmesan on top. And you could at the very end maybe just add a garnish, just some crispy little bits of pancetta on top. And there you have. It takes as long as it does for the pasta to cook. Fresh spaghetti carbonara. And Daniel did ask me if I could make a wine recommendation. I think Daniel thinks too much of me. I don't really know much about wine, so I would recommend, probably with this dish, maybe a nice red wine, or failing that, maybe a nice white wine, or failing that, maybe one of those pink wines you can get. So that's how I would pair the wine to this dish, but that is spaghetti carbonara.